Lucas was a 10-year-old, orphaned and dreamy young boy. In his small village surrounded by ancient forests, he spent most of his time daydreaming while watching the clouds and stars. One day, as he explored an isolated corner of the forest, he stumbled upon a stone. As he got up, he spotted a luminous envelope, seemingly whispering secrets through the breeze. Timidly, he picked it up. The envelope was adorned with a sparkling star-shaped seal. Intrigued, Lucas opened it and found an invitation that plunged him into disbelief. "I am invited to the School of Stars," he thought out loud, his eyes shining with a glow of curiosity mingled with a hint of fear. This school, he often heard in the tales of his village, was legendary, a place reserved for courageous and pure souls. Filled with unshakable enthusiasm, he decided to follow the instructions of the mysterious letter. The next day, at dawn, he left his village and ventured into the forest under the soft cries of owls. The path laid out under a carpet of soft moss, the air filled with the scent of wildflowers, and all around, the trees seemed to whisper encouragement and ancient legends. After a long walk, Lucas stopped when he faced a majestic entrance carved into the trunk of a gigantic tree. Suddenly, Master Celestial appeared, greeting him with a friendly gesture. "Welcome, Lucas," he said. "From today, your life will take an exceptional turn." Seized by insatiable curiosity, Lucas followed Master Celestial through vast corridors paved with enchanting stones and adorned with golden reflections that danced under his feet. Every turn revealed unsuspected treasures, animated paintings illustrating distant memories of magic and portals to hidden worlds. Arriving in a huge hall, Lucas held his breath. Shelves overflowing with ancient grimoires encircled a large table where shimmering bottles and enchanting artifacts glistened. A soft glow floated above the desks, filling the air with fairy-like sparks. "Here, you'll learn the secrets of the stars," murmured Master Celestial, leading Lucas to a book covered in lunar dust. "This place is much more than a school. It's a sanctuary of ancient knowledge, preserved for those with brave hearts." Lucas ran his curious fingers over the rough pages of the book. The words, strangely alive, seemed to speak directly to his soul. As the days passed, Lucas got accustomed to this realm of mystery where luminescence and shadow coexisted in perfect harmony. By his side, his friends Leia and Thomas became indispensable companions, sharing laughs and discoveries, but also the rigorous duties imposed by their teachers. However, whispers of a growing threat disturbed the tranquility. In the evening, away from prying eyes, Lucas and his friends talked about the rumors of a dark mage who once tried to corrupt the sacred power of the school. Their murmuring voices resonated in the fresh air as they considered the trials ahead. Lucas felt a growing responsibility weighing on his fragile shoulders, but a gleam of determination lit up his gaze. "Together, we will protect this school," he affirmed with newfound courage, and so began their journey into a world of magic, defying all imagination. As the days passed at the School of Stars, a worrying shadow spread among the surrounding forests. Lucas and his friends continued their studies, fascinated by each new lesson, but felt the atmosphere grow heavier. One evening, as they dined under the stars, a black crow, messenger of darkness, appeared. In its beak, it carried a dark feather, a sign of bad omen. As it dropped it at the group's feet, it vanished into the night, leaving only the black feather. Master Celestial then arrived, looking solemn. "The Dark Mage, the one everyone dreads within these walls, is devising an evil plan," he announced. "You, Lucas, and your companions are chosen to undertake one of the most perilous quests." The weight of this mission fell on Lucas. He understood that every mystery learned here served to prepare for this crucial moment. "Master, we will not back down," declared Lucas with determination, his gaze burning with a newfound will. "Your courage honors you," replied Master Celestial, placing a reassuring hand on Lucas's shoulder. The following days were devoted to preparation. Leia, Thomas, and Lucas spent endless hours practicing, immersing themselves further into their magical studies. Each starry creature encountered, each star listened to, seemed to whisper advice and encouragement to their young companion. The time had come to delve into the woods, where the shadow misted the familiar paths. The trees seemed to weep under the weight of an indefinable evil. Thus began their adventure into the sinister depths, where the light of the stars mingled with the taught wisdom would provide the necessary weapons to face any darkness. The day Lucas and his friends set off on their dangerous mission, the sky was covered with mute clouds, their sad pearl gray hue perfectly reflecting their apprehension. Alone, at the forefront of the procession, Lucas led the way through the dense forest, bordered by pine trees with intertwined branches. The secret whispers of the trees seemed to form an enchanting melody, strengthening their determination, but also heightening the sense of urgency in the face of peril. Suddenly, they arrived in a clearing bathed in silvery light. There, a mystical creature, the unicorn, watched over them with wise eyes, offering a silent blessing before merging into the surrounding darkness. "Their support will guide us," Leia whispered, clutching a crystal amulet in her trembling hand. Lucas knew that each step brought them closer to their ultimate confrontation. As they explored the luminescent paths, theaters of stone, remnants of ancient magical meetings revealed themselves. Each of these places whispered riddles that Lucas and his companions deciphered brilliantly, encouraging their advance towards a temple hidden under the protective canopy of trees. Guided by a page torn from a dusty book, they entered the sanctuary. Luminous flames danced around them as they read the irrevocable traces of a carved prophecy. Lucas gently pronounced, as if the words had always belonged to him, "The union of starlight and ancient wisdom will symbolize the key." The bond between their souls amplified, a new confidence settling among them, the silent promise to defeat the imminent darkness and preserve the School of Stars for future generations. Approaching their destiny, Lucas and his friends entered the dark heart of the forest. A heavy silence spread, disturbed only by the rustling of dark laurel leaves swaying in the rhythm of an invisible wind. A swirl of oppressive magic enveloped the air as their hesitant steps carried them deeper under the sinister trees until they faced the dark mage himself. The encounter unfolded under a vault of thick branches. The mage, lurking in the shadow, stared at Lucas with piercing eyes. The darkness thickened, engulfing everything around. "It's time to choose," he proclaimed in a dry and chilling voice. "Light has no place here." Lucas, firmly holding Leia's hand, raised his head, a resolute flame shining in his eyes. Recalling the tutelary lessons heard, he pronounced the words of the prophecy. The energy was born, spread among the young magicians, forming an aura of shimmering lights. Together, they invoked a spell so powerful that the ground trembled beneath them. A blinding clarity drove the dark mage back, enclosing him in a luminous cage, his muffled cries lost in the wind. The light intensified, sealing evil in its shadows forever. When the spell dissipated, peaceful and radiant was the heart of the forest, thanking Lucas and his friends with moving gentleness. Master Celestial then emerged, amazed. "You have triumphed where so many others have failed." The joyful sounds of the natural world resonated once again in this eternal embrace. Lucas smiled, aware that this was only the beginning of summits to conquer and deepening knowledge to watch over the school, their precious sanctuary. With the final obstacle overcome, the School of Stars regained its tranquility under a sky dotted with stars, like fireflies on a summer night. Lucas, surrounded by his friends, looked at the sky with a rare and precious sense of accomplishment. Each day was now a living lesson, a reminder that the power of their actions did not reside only in the learned spells, but also in every pure intention and every enlightened choice. In discovering his own strengths, Lucas also discovered the extent of the responsibility involved in safeguarding such sacred teachings. With Leia and Thomas, he pledged to preserve what they had found so precious. Together, they chose to teach, protect, and nurture the curiosity and courage that lie dormant in every new student arriving within these walls. One bright morning, as thousands of small fireflies illuminated the school garden, Master Celestial invited them to a special council. "The future of the school rests on your shoulders," he said with kindness, his eyes shining with pride. "Never forget that it is only when the heart beats in harmony with the past that the future can unfold smoothly." Lucas bowed in respect, the eternal memory of the events engraved in every heartbeat, confident that as long as they strive to bridge the gaps between reality and imagination, magic will live on in each one. That day, Lucas and his friends discovered that every end harbors a myriad of beginnings. They looked towards the stars, grateful for the adventures lived and ready for those that would come to illuminate the horizon.